You're the president. I'll take a bullet for you.
That's awesome.
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you. How you been?
Good. How have you been?
Strong, happy.
Strong, happy, and the president.
I'm the president of the union now. Yeah.
Yeah. So are they flying your food in now?
Well, the sandwich shop's just on the lobby floor, so it would be strange to fly it somewhere to bring it back.
To bring it back by drone up to your floor?
I don't want to leave the office. I mean, I'm doing so much good stuff. It's so much fun, and as soon as you assume this role, information, access to different people, it's like everything that as a board member for the last 4 years I would have dreamed being possible, because you're just in these conversations and reading this contract language, and like I don't, the sun goes down and they're like, okay, you gotta go home now, and I'm like, I get home, my wife is saying like, well, you made it home, you going back in 12 hours.
You know what's really cool that you got the job is because if anybody knows about actors' rights, it's you.
Yeah.
You know a lot. You've been through a lot, so it's like I think you're like the perfect person for it.
No,
what do you think about that?
I appreciate that. I was born into this world with my parents who are performers, and from the time I was a little kid, I can remember being on sets and seeing people who were not being treated correctly, and wishing there was something I could do to help, and finding little ways to try and help, to close the gap between people who think you're up there and I'm down here, and you actually realize, no, we're all looking eye to eye with each other. And now, and for the last 4 years, I've been in a position to really be able to listen to people's issues, and because I've had 40 plus years as a career, I can understand them. If a stunt person is telling me of an issue they have, or if a background artist, or any one of the constituencies you represent, the first most important thing is to listen, and then to just try and be as creative as possible to find solutions to help people live lives of dignity and have careers that are where they can have a middle-class life, where they can afford to send their kids to school and eat, and things that in America now it's a lot harder for a lot of people. So I've been blessed, so much privilege, but what really literally physically gets me up out of bed in the morning is the idea that I can go into this place and help people. It's just like it's the thing that will last. That and my kids. But I want my kids to know that what's important to me, because a lot of times I'm doing union stuff and they're like, Dad, can't we do this or can't we do that? And I'll say, yeah, but first I have to go to this meeting. And they're like, well, what do you do at the meeting? I say, I listen, and then if I think I can contribute to advance the conversation, or if there's something I can do, I was like, that's what's important to me. It's important to me to try and help other people. And because, and I appreciate you saying that, because I've been an actor for 40 years, I have that well of experience, and it's like, what is it doing there? What is all this experience doing there? It's like, oh, well, if you tap into it in the right way, you can use it to help other people. So I really appreciate that question.
Well, because it's the truth. Yeah. Also, you're giving out an award, the Harold Russell Award, that your mom won. Yeah. So how does it feel to be the one giving it out, presenting it?
Well, my mom was diagnosed with a bipolar mood condition, and she lived very courageously with it. She led a selfless and dedicated life of activism for the last 30 years of her life. And so for Melissa Gilbert, then president of SAG-AFTRA, Melissa Gilbert, who was her protege really, to give her an award honoring her strength, her courage, was pretty special. To me, above and beyond the second generation full circle feeling, I've worked with this Performers with Disability Committee that Anita Hollander, who we're honoring tonight, founded. And I've watched them fight and achieve and have setbacks and wrestle and stuff. And so to know that that community picks this woman to honor with this award, I feel like on behalf of 160,000 members, I get to do that now. I get to speak on behalf of 160,000, to present this award to her, to say I met her now and she's so beautiful and so strong, and it just feels, it's just an honor. I think the phrase honor and privilege gets said so much, we sort of forget what it really means, but to like stand there in front of other people and say to this woman, like, you are being recognized by your peers. Right. Beautiful.
Well, it's an honor and privilege to talk to you.
I believe you.
Okay, memory lane question. This is the last before I let you go. What do kids ask you and tell you about Goonies, and what do college people tell you about Rudy?
Well, it's grandparents who tell me about Goonies. It's kids who tell me about Ninja Turtles. College kids, if you can get their attention for a minute, they like 50 First Dates, and they like Stranger Things, and yeah, so there's. It's really fun that when I meet people, a family together, and they sort of recognize me, and they want to know what they recognize me from. I kind of do a little a diagnostic on them and be like, well, you're in your 50s, so you probably remember Goonies, So
right.
it's been like I said, it's been a blessing to have a good career. But the Rudy people, they mostly just want to yell Rudy, Rudy, Rudy. Yeah.
All right. You're awesome, man. So cool seeing you again.
Thank you.
And congratulations, man. You're the president.
Thank you.
You're the president. I'll take a bullet for you.
That's awesome. I'm your president. I answer to you.